Hi guys, Kerry from Luxembourg here. I've got these 3 journals finished. They're Traveller's Notebook size journals. They're not Traveller's Notebook inserts. I mean, basically they're sewn and everything. They're just Traveller's Notebook size in length and width. I mean, they're like they're 4 1/4, maybe they're 5 inches wide. These are hopefully for a custom order. I've had a custom order from a lady, and she wanted journals for her sons, but she likes colours, she likes flowers, but at the same time, since they're for her sons, I wasn't too willing to put flowers and lace and everything else on them. So I chose Artymaze kit, Walk of Nature, I think it is called, but it's a nature kit. And what I did is, you'll see, I didn't really, this one's a bit longer, but the closing, what I did is I just put an eyelet on each book side, on the cover side, lace this through, and this comes around, and this one is tied with a little knot here. It looks like a tie knot. I think that looks like a gentleman's tie. I might be seeing things, I don't know. And then afterwards you just wrap it around and tuck it in. I think that was quite nice. I didn't want to embellish the front with too much. What I did do is I just put a big old leaf here with a bow up here. I think that keeps it simple enough, but still for the mum is going to be writing lots of things in the journals for the boys, apparently. So I hope she likes them. If she doesn't like them, if she wants more colours, then these are going to be sold next week on my stand here in the village. We have a big wine fest, and I've got a stand, and I'll be selling books and journals there. So I'm not too worried if she doesn't like these ones. I'll make her something else, but I honestly think these are ideal for her, because she wanted lots of little spaces to give little messages to her boys. But since you know, it's a mum giving her boys something, so it has to be like cute, but at the same time not too cute. I mean, you know what boys like. So shall I zoom in a little bit? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I might. I just have to know that I have to run up here with the book. So I'm gonna flip through just one of them, I think, because they're all so similar. You know, I've used the Artymaze paper digital kit, and I've used a paper pack from England that I got, and I love it. If you want the name, I can put it below. This is from Artymaze. I did one of Wendy's little, inspired by Wendy. It doesn't look anything like Wendy's, I know, but they've always had a dog, as far as I remember. So I put one of Mrs. Cog's images in each of these little booklets, and just like a little journaling card, so that the mum can put a personal message in there, and then just put like a charm on the end of those. And my little sign is up here, this book belongs to. And then going through, I've got lots of tuck spots, a lot of interest, and I'm gonna zoom, yeah, that's better, I think. A lot of stamping, which, you know, is very much in touch with the theme of the book. There's a tuck spot here. There's a lot of places where they can put bits of, you know, ephemera or photographs, or write little notes. There's some vellum here. I love this kit on vellum, and there's lots of tuck spots. This is my signature card in the corner, and on these ones I chose to put an owl because it just tied in with the kit perfectly, and I stamped an owl down here. And this is a little vellum bag that I just washi taped on, basically, just to add some interest. And I've got this little tuck spot here. I love this don't wait for the perfect moment. I really like Artymaze's kits because there's so many cute sayings. There's a lot of tuck spots in here. I'm not going to go through all the sayings because I'm terrible with sayings anyway. There's also some vintage book paper. I did some stamping on this one. And this is also from the, and these are German book pages because the lady lives in Luxembourg and her sons will understand the German better. This is just a tag that I did. Basically, I just took the cord and sewed around the cord so it was it's fastened onto the tag. And I've doubled it up with paper from the pad or from the kit. It's paper from the pad where they can put photographs. Love this owl on vellum, it's beautiful. Here I just did some messing about with watercolors, just matching with a kit. And here's just little funny bits just to mess around with. There's a tag, mini tag, and then some nice like woolen it's like a big fat tie. You wouldn't sew or knit with that, I don't think, but whatever it is, I love it. I'm not into knitting at all, so I wouldn't know what it is. Now the tag tucks spot, or you can write on the back. There's journaling space. This envelope, I left it open and put things in. I don't know, I might glue it closed. I'm still, and then make an indentation. I'm still thinking about that. I'm not too sure yet. But this is from Nick Booksmith, from her printables. I love this, and it goes well with this kit, and especially as a middle pocket. I mean, I just think it's a shame to close it up. So I think I'm going to leave it, and then whoever decides to take the book can decide what they do. So now we got a little bit of journaling space or for photographs. I don't think they're going to be writing an awful lot. I honestly think it's more for sticking things down, writing little, messages, but nothing, no journaling as such. So this is just a tag that I've clipped on there. It's backed with, actually another tag from the kit, and then I just took one of the tickets from the kit to make a little pocket on the back. There's a lot of space for little notes, whatever the mum wants to write, whatever she wants to add. A lot of spaces where she can stick little goodies for her kids. And then here on this one I put dream. I think that's always very important for your kids. You want your kids to dream big, and you want them to do big, don't you? Whatever big in their life, whatever it means for them. And then I've put in all of the envelopes, there's a little card, or maybe sometimes two, it depends. So there's a lot of little places for little notes, photographs, or just to look at, like this page, If you don't want to write anything, you can just fiddle about with it. There's a tag here with an acorn on one side, a little mushroom on the other, and this little leaf charm, and I just stapled it up there. I think sometimes we get a bit too far away from the junk journal part of things. Junk journaling is like stapling things on, isn't it? It's about using bits of scrap. This came off of some packaging I got, and so I did that. I mean, this is all sewn around, of course, but I did staple it on onto this part. I like to go back to basics sometimes. I do like to go back and stapling things and really just remembering, like this as well. I baked some paper on this, and finally I had to get rid of it, so I added that in. I mean, this is my favourite part. The tabs are in the kit. Artymaze, thank you. Little doily there. Look at these little stamps. Oh, they're so cute. Vintage music from Italy. I'm sure you're getting tired of me saying that. Love this owl, really do. And this is the back of this page. And look how nice. What I did a good job on this one, I think, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to show you the back page of the other one, because that's just lovely, lovely. That's my favourite. I mean, that was nice, but I think this one is my favourite back page. Like I said, the books are all very similar anyway. There's different, maybe different pockets or different. But look at this page. Yeah, I like that. Really like that. And this is the front cover of the other one, and the back. So they're all very different, but I tried to keep them a nice balance of, yeah, mum prezi to her sons. So I hope they work out. If not, I'm not too worried. I can always do something more colourful for her or whatever else, because I will have a sale. Well, I'll have a stand next weekend at the Machtum Wine Fest. It's actually the wine happening here in the village, where we have a wine fest in conjunction with the Nittel people across the river in Germany. And there's a boat that taxis people from Luxembourg to Germany throughout the day, so we can both celebrate our festivals, which is very cool. If you want to see more information about it, I can put a link in my comments if you want. Just let me know. I've got so many journals. Tonight is my marathon night. I've got like a plan to do 12 journals tonight. I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got another 5 types of these, but they're going to have different covers. See, they're all wrapped up, ready to go. I just need to do the covers, and those covers are going to be different. I'm going to be using once this green fabric, and then twice this, and then once the tweed. And then I also have 3 well, these are like, I got those at one of those cheap, I think it was henna stores, I'm not sure, but that's what I got. And it had like an insert here with a notepad. I took that out. I'm going to chop this off because I don't like it. And what I'm going to be using for that is I'm going to be using this fabulous kit from Woodland Wings from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I love it. I think it will look great in those. It'll liven them up. So that's another 3. The goal is tonight to get 12 done. So that's those ones. And then I think the last one is probably going to be TLC, Creates Vintage. I think I'm going to do a Magnolia one or 2. But my goal was tonight to finish 12 Traveller's Notebooks for my sale. But I'm just really happy that these 3 are done, and that I'm going to get this much accomplished tonight. So it's going to be, it's going to be a night thing. We'll see.